everyone! Welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing another requirement sa aking isang subject, which is my Science 11 class. I'm doing my final report on biodiversity. Now, to be specific, my report is, are plastics a threat to biodiversity? Now, you might be wondering, bakit naman sa lahat ng topics, bakit naman plastics pa yung naisip ko na pwedeng maka-affect sa biodiversity? Now, very close po talaga sa akin ng plastics kasi sa maraming dahilan, unang-una na po sa lahat dahil dito. Ito po ang thesis ko nung ako ay nag-aaral pa ng chemistry sa University of the Philippines in Diliman. It's entitled Thermal and Mechanical Analysis of Polymer Blends of Post-Consumer Polyethylene Terephthalate and High-Density Polyethylene. Sa madaling sabi po, this thesis is about testing the compatibility of two different types of plastic. One is recycled and the other one is virgin resin. So, in particular, ang akin pong ginamit is actually number one type of plastic, which is our PET bottle. PET, by the way, stands for polyethylene terephthalate. And the other one, this one I used pala sa polyethylene terephthalate natin, yung galing talaga sa garbage dump. And then, I combined them with high-density polyethylene. Now, this time, I used virgin resin. So, what I learned in this thesis is that no matter how many times we try to clean it, even with the strongest cleaning agent available that we have, chemically speaking, it will still be dirty. So, kahit na anong gawin po natin, lalo na sa circumstances kung saan nangyayari sa Pilipinas, kung saan every time we use it, diba, nakikita naman natin minsan yung mga garbage dumps natin, sobrang ang dumi-dumi niya. So imagine nyo if you will recycle that same plastic, obviously kakapit po talaga lahat ng mga dumi na meron tayo sa ating garbage dumps. Now, anyway, just a trivia, okay? Did you know that there are actually 7 classifications of plastic? You have your number 1, the PET bottles. Number 2 would be HDPE or high-density polyethylene. And then you have also your polyvinyl chloride or number 3. Number 4 would be the low-density polyethylene. And then you have polypropylene, number 5. Number 6 would be polystyrene. And all other plastics, like for example, yung ating polycarbonate na very familiar sa ngayon, it falls under number 7. So all other types of plastics, pati yung mga bago pang magagawa in the future would fall under number 7. Or maybe in the future, they would have a different classification of plastics. For now, there are 7. And you know, in these 7 types of plastics are actually found in a lot of garbage dumps. And unfortunately, nakarating na po siya sa ating mga karagatan, diba? And probably you have seen this picture. Now, what can you say about this picture? Alam nyo, sobrang nakakalungkot. I know it's very artistically taken. Pero when you look at these pictures, it's very sad. Imagine nyo kung tayo kaya yung ganyan yung pagdaanan, di ba? Now, these marine life definitely do not deserve that kind of life. Kasi hindi naman sila yung nagpabaya, di ba? Tayo ng mga tao yung nagpabaya ng ating environment. In fact, did you know na there's actually a sculpture made by the Greenpeace, like this one I'm showing you in this picture. And it reminds us of how damaging irresponsibility ng tao na nagkukosa sa ating marine life. Now, unfortunately, I think it's not just the marine life that's being affected. And it's high time we really act on it because even us Filipinos or even us human beings are being affected. In fact, it shows na tayo pong mga tao ay nagkakaroon na rin ng sakit dahil po sa sobrang dumi ng ating mga creeks, and I think even the rivers or kung ano pa mga bodies of water na meron tayo. And sad to say that in the Philippines, we are actually considered the 3rd largest contributor to ocean plastic. Now, that's not really something you can be proud of, right? Now I really appreciate na meron po tayong mga ibang politicians na somehow you could consider them as environmental advocates. Like, for example, in the case of Senator Lauren Legarda, she started out this Senate Bill 430. It's the Plastic Bags Regulation Act, and it aims to strictly regulate the production, importation, sale, and use of plastic bags. Now, so matutal po, honestly, I don't believe that we have to get rid of plastics because plastic is already part of our life. But But if we start using more of those reusable and durable plastics, I think we would make a big, big difference. The thing is, ito naman talaga yung totoong mensahe. Pollution in the ocean is not really just caused by any kind of plastic. Okay? The main reason kung bakit po tayo may mga dumi is because of single-use plastic. And I hope that we all heed the call. And alam nyo, narinig nyo na to before eh. Lagi natin ito naririnig, di ba? 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Now, we can all do it together. There's a way for us to reduce our garbage, reuse whatever we can reuse. And for sure, meron kang mga plastic bottles na you can still recycle. Actually, you know what? You may not be able to use PET bottles anymore for food grade or for drinking materials or for drinking. Actually, yung mga ibang plastic na alam natin hindi na natin marirecycle. Sa tingin ko po, hindi totoo na wala na tayong magagawa dun sa mga yun. There are still ways for us to reuse or recycle them. Like maybe flake it or something. Use it as a filler for something. You know, kung kaya natin mag-imbento ng mga plastics, I really think that kaya rin po natin magawa ng paraan na hindi siya makakontribute sa waste and thereby affect biodiversity, affect every life, even us. Tama? So, it's not something new. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. And if we do that, of course, definitely we will have a happier Earth. And when we have a happier Earth, then definitely we are all happier too. And biodiversity is something that we all should enjoy, not just for our current generation. Being a mother myself, I'd like to think na my son and my future grandchildren and, you know, kaapu-apuhang mga apo would also be enjoying biodiversity in the future. Something na maybe when I was younger, I didn't really think about much. Actually, nung po nag-aaral po ako sa una kong degree, biodiversity was never part of our lessons. It's not part of our usual general education subjects. And I appreciate that we're learning it now in the Science 11 class. Only because I took up my second degree in the UP Open University. So with that said, I hope that let's do it all together. You know, we're all responsible for damaging or causing this problem with biodiversity, killing marine life and everything. We know you all have to take a part in making this place a better world. Now, kung tingin man natin may mga ibang bagay na irreversible na siya, I don't think so. There's still something we can do about it. Rather than make use of every resources that we have and then deplete them, and then that's the only time that we're going to act on them, let's act on it now. So with that said, I don't believe that plastics are a threat to biodiversity. I really think it's us. We are the threat to biodiversity. If we only learn to be responsible for what was entrusted to us, including the ones that we will invent and maybe come up with in the future, then this earth would be a much better place to live in. I think if we deserve an earth that will give us what we need, our future generations deserve that as well. Now, gusto ko po sana na ang anak ko, apo ko, at ang kaapu-apuhan ko po ay maka-enjoy din po ng masarap na hangin katulad ng nararamdaman ko ngayong gabi na ito sa paggawa ko ng project na ito. I hope that in the future that won't be impossible. So with that said, maraming salamat for watching and I hope you learned something. Now let's be responsible and let's do it together. Let's save the earth, reduce, reuse, recycle. Let's not be a threat to biodiversity. With that, bye!